Hi.
さてと
The cat is back in, and we are now in Cold Steel. Ha! I gotta just figure out what the assigned districts are. Though I'm probably just gonna have to go to all of them, if I had to guess. But just to make sure,
任せるがよい僕の番だね
let's have a look at the quest. Oh, lovely. The quest doesn't tell me shit. The quest list, I should say, doesn't tell me shit. Huh. How would you look at that? I sure am glad
さてと
that I had a look at the guide. Apparently going to Mater Park by tram or quick travel will lose us AP. We're supposed to go from the Der Himmel Hotel
さてと
via the secret passage into Mater Park. Now, last time we found out the railway military police is expecting terrorist activity, and I mean they are correct. So now we're patrolling the city, just making sure that nothing is going weird. Please remember that the Imperial Family's parade will be taking place today. We will be stopping and redirecting traffic in order to accommodate it. We humbly ask for your cooperation. One thing I need to keep in mind is not to go to Mater Park. Ta-da! Welcome to Etoile's stall. Fiona? What are you doing here? What else? I'm helping out. Can I interest you in this super special gelato that me and Agnes made together? Those actually look great. I think I'm in danger of just handing you my wallet here. Tetra Gelato, a special gelato with swirls of 4 different flavors. It's an omni buff. A strength defense, art strength, art defense. It is the omni buff. Holy shit. Sounds like you have your work cut out for you today. Just remember to stop and take the time to freshen up. When you're tired, okay? I am so disappointed that I cannot get that as a recipe from her. Oh, hello. What's wrong, Milton? Oh, hi, Elliot. There's a pretty interesting rumor floating around at the moment about someone just vanishing all of a sudden. Did you say vanishing? Do you know any more details? Oh, caught your interest, I see. I don't know, this is some good stuff. I might even be too juicy to share. Speak up, or I'll force it out of you. Right, okay, I get it, dang, you two are scary. So yeah, like I said, someone from one of the apartments around here just straight up vanished. The caretaker came back to check on them this morning and found the room as empty as if no one had ever lived there. Wait, they didn't vanish, they ran the fuck away. They left. They went into hiding, I guess. Anyway, the only thing left in there was the key to the room. That's quite a curious situation. Yeah, especially since they disappeared without even telling anyone. I never heard of anyone leaving town during the summer festival either. Maybe they had a reason they had to move out so quickly. Do you think this might be related to the terrorists in some way? Sounds like kind of a stretch. Whoa there! You guys seem like you've got some good material. What's this about tearing wrists? Come on, fill me in. Don't worry about it, it's not important. There does seem to be some substance behind this rumor, though. Agreed. I think we'd do well to keep the story in mind. That's all there is to investigate in Alto Street. We should move on to another part of the city. Okay, so... is there a point of no return? Not quite. In that case, let's go to Vanker Street. And I'm just gonna check all the shops. Assuming I can't just tell what I need. Oh, never mind. I can tell where I need to go. It pops up on the map! How useful. Happy Summer Festival. Please, take this as a commemorative gift. Here, a bomb. We look forward to your continued patronage. We're handing out commemorative gifts today. We look forward to your continued patronage. Well, thank you. What's wrong? That guy is being hella suspicious. Did you notice something? I thought I sensed someone suspicious. Do you think it was one of the terrorists? We can typically depend on Fee's instincts at times like these. Might have been my imagination. Lots of people excited for the festival here. Could have been one of them. Anyway, that's something we should note in our report. Like Laura said, your instincts tend to be accurate. Yeah, agreed. Anyway, I don't think we're done investigating the street yet. Let's get back to our patrol. Indeed. There's something going on in Plaza Bifrost. And also there's a new Imperial Chronicle issue. Let's read this newspaper. Which is not in there, it's in the books tab. Let's see. Special issue. A tour of Heimdallr's Summer Festival. The time has finally come for the Summer Festival to begin in Heimdallr. The first day in particular is when a large number of traditional ceremonies take place, and is sure to attract big crowds. In this special issue, we will be detailing the highlights of the day's activities. And apparently also putting an eyelash up to giving me an eye itch, because why not? Actually cursed. The second I started reading, my right eye started to itch. Anyway. The Imperial Family Parade. Doubtless, the most anticipated event of the Summer Festival is the parade. This is one of only a small number of chances in the year to see the Imperial family up close. Be sure not to miss it. Crown Prince Cedric will, as usual, be participating in the mass held at Heimdallr Cathedral. He will be traveling in a red limousine, leaving Venker Street to the west. Prince Olivert will be watching the summer races take place at Heimdallr Racecourse. Can I also go there? I want to watch the horse races. He will be traveling in a green limousine and will likely be heading south along Venker Street. Princess Alfin, meanwhile, will be participating in the garden party to be held at Mater Park. She will be turning east on Venker Street, traveling towards the Gania area on board a white limousine. We hope that this summary will allow you to better plan your viewing of the parade and its royal guests. The ambassadors arrive in Heimdallr. Ambassadors from surrounding nations will be attending the dinner party at Valflame Palace are currently visiting the capital. Duke Dunnan, representing the Liberal Kingdom, and Speaker McDowell, attending on behalf of the Crossbell State, were seen exchanging greetings with Governor Regnitz. During their visit, they are also expected to discuss the fine details of next month's West Zimoria Trade Conference. Why is Dunnan doing anything outside of the country? Was he not enough of a pain inside the country? Actually, never mind. I think Alicia sent him on purpose. She was like, fuck this shit. Get out. I need some space. Right. Notice from the Heimdallr Military Police. The first day of the summer festival in the city is expected to be particularly chaotic. Please help to keep disorder at minimum by following the instructions of policemen and always adhere to traffic regulations. Interview with the RMP. In today's Q&A, we spoke with the officer in charge of the Railway Military Police to discuss their role in the security measures for the summer festival this year. Reporter, thank you for taking the time to talk with us. If you don't mind me asking, how did the Railway Military Police come to be assisting with the security for the summer festival? Captain Clare, hereafter Captain, I assume you are asking that question as you feel the summer festival has nothing to do with the railways. Well, if I might respond with another question, where do you think the origin of the railways is? Reporter, you mean the center of the railways? Well, I was under the impression that they are manufactured in Roar City, so... Captain, the whole of this nation's railway network originates here in Heimdallr. In other words, this very city is the Railway Military Police's center of operations. As such, in the same way that we have a unique right to help ensure security in towns and cities along the railway lines, I believe we have a duty to ensure peace here in the capital. Reporter, I see. I had been wondering if it was because of the Heimdallr Military Police was short of staff. Thank you for taking the time to talk with us. Phantom Thief B strikes again. News has surfaced that the tiara on display at the esteemed San Cory's Jewelers in Heimdallr, called the Crimson Tiara, estimated value 100 million mira, went missing and was then found. The perpetrator is believed to have been the elusive Phantom Thief B, and though the tiara was safely recovered by the end of the day, all involved were unable to hide their awe at the Phantom Thief's unfaltering skill. A representative from the Heimdallr Military Police confirmed the incident, commenting that they had not expected anything to occur on the day before the festival. It would be tightening security as a result of the theft. You know what? That is a very good idea. You should be tightening security, and you should also be tightening the noose around Blue Blanc's neck. I mean, what? Hey, would you look at that?
ふっふっふ。やっぱ近頃の俺は冴えてるぜ。こりゃ特賞はいただきだな。
Crow? Oh, hey guys. How's that field study coming along? Oh, it's going fine. But why are you here? Oh, you don't know. Classes don't run back at the academy. During the summer festival. So I came here to squeeze as much fun as possible out of this fortuitous bit of free time. Meaning, the summer races, of course. Wait, you came all the way here to bet money on horse racing. We're minors. We're not allowed to place bets. Haha! Do I look like a lawbreaker to you? There is a magazine that's running a prize contest for the summer races. You send in your predictions, and if you're spot on, you win a really fancy prize. So you came all the way to the capital just to check on that? If only we all had such boundless energy. Alright, time to get some serious praying to the goddess. Time for some serious praying to the goddess. God damn. I'll leave the money here, okay? Thank you very much. Come back anytime. Anyway, I'm heading over to the cathedral over in Sankt District. Peace! Thanks. Come on, goddess, let me win that prize! That seems a rather pedestrian thing to pray for. So responsible. That's crow for you. Anyway, I think that's all there is to investigate on Vanker Street. Time to move on to one of the other areas. Ost District, maybe, I guess? There. And here is the entrance to the underground waterway. What would something like this be doing in a residential area? It's just Heimdallr. I missed one, I'm sorry. They just find entrances to underground areas from time to time. They find entrances to underground areas from time to time, but it's not much cause for concern. Everyone's smart enough to know that they shouldn't go near them. That puts me at ease. Nevertheless, everything seems to be in order here. Huh? What's wrong, Fee? Did you notice something? Nothing. Chances are nobody's in there right now. Just to know. Problem is, the footprints we left when we came out of here yesterday are gone. And what does that mean? Likely that someone went in there yesterday after we all came along, or we all came out. Then they erased any evidence that would suggest they had, erasing our footprints in the process. Sound about right? Are you certain you're not overanalyzing this? Not completely. It doesn't hurt to keep in the back of our minds, at the very least. That's all there is to investigate in the Ost District. Time to move on to one of the other areas of the city. Okay. Then Garnier District. Though I'm gonna have to come back here. So, actually, let's go to Dracul's Plaza. I really need to make sure not to misclick on Mater Park.
しかし、昨日よりも随分人手が多いな。
皇族の方々のパレード目当てだろうね。
Oh, Adios, look at all these people. Honestly, can't believe my parents decided to get up early so they could get a good spot and drag me along too. They're total groupies. I'm so excited any second now. Be still, my beating heart. It's almost time. The parade will start as soon as those gates open up. I hope you're all ready for this. I'm too excited for my own good. Oh, please just start already. The palace sure looks festive today. The Imperial family's parade starts here, doesn't it? That's pretty nuts. Yeah, they got special security arrangements for the event. I heard the limousines they'll be using have high-quality shielding to stop bullets and explosives too. I guess you can't be too careful with the members of the Imperial family. I heard much about the skill of those in the Imperial Guard too. Seeing them in person, it appears those stories were all true. They should be able to handle any crisis that may unfold here. Yeah, I think we can rest easy. That's all there is to investigate in Drakkel's Plaza. There's more city to see though, so let's keep moving. Heimdallr Port. I'm gonna give it a save just in case. What an idea's name are we supposed to do now? You're telling me young folks these days can't count on any of them. Is there some kind of problem here? Oh, you're those students from yesterday. As a matter of fact, we do have a bit of a problem on our hands right now. What kind of problem? Well, it's nothing you'd need to worry about, but last night, a bunch of our younger workers up and quit, just like that. Most of them hadn't been here more than half a year. They just started really getting used to the work too. No thanks to that, our schedule's been thrown all out of whack. That is a significant problem. Is there anything we might be able to lend a hand with? Nah, this one's all on us. We should be able to fix our own problems after all. If they were gonna quit, they could have at least stuck around long enough to train their replacements. Ain't no way I'm doing that. I bet they all got caught up in the festival hoopla and just decided to cut out of work altogether. Is it too much to ask for a few hands who appreciate a good day's work? Something about this sounds kinda fishy. I get that people would be all excited about the festival, but enough to quit their jobs. The timing does seem suspicious. Yeah, let's keep this in the back of our minds for now. Yeah, that is definitely suspicious. Ganye district, and then we're going into the underground passage. Oh my, aren't you the military academy students from the other day? Hmm? Wow, we definitely have the best of luck. So, we meet again. Did you come all the way here just to see me? Miss Clotilde! I didn't think we'd get another chance to meet you. Hello again. Actually, we're here as part of our field study again. We're doing a patrol of the city. Aw, isn't that a shame? But I'm glad to see you're all working so hard. I see the two of you were able to make peace, too. I'm surprised. How could you notice such a small change when you only met us 2 days ago? Oh, was I right? I just had a feeling that might be the case. Call it a woman's intuition. Anyway, have you noticed any significant changes here since we last talked? Well, thanks to you all taking care of the beast, I've been able to truly relax during my stay. I slept wonderfully these past couple of nights. Now that you mention it, I did notice a suspicious-looking group of people near the hotel last night. You did? There were 2 of them talking in a back alley near here, hats pulled tightly over their heads. When they noticed me trying to sneak a peek, they panicked and vanished into the night. I did overhear them talking about a plan of some kind, though. A plan? Does sound rather suspicious. Although, We don't know enough to say for certain. Yeah, it does sound like something we should keep in mind. Thank you for your help. I am happy to have been of service. Still, I'd love to stay here and talk for a while, but I'm afraid my schedule is a little booked at the moment. Are you busy doing something for the festival? Yes. I was invited by a member of the Imperial family to sing at a banquet being held at the palace tonight. I was actually on my way to rehearse for it. I see. I wish I could go and watch, but I doubt there's any chance of that, obviously. Well, good luck. We wish you all the best. Same to you. Anyway, goodbye for now. Damn, you just love watching her leave. I mean, that's a pro for you. Even when you wish her luck, you're the one who ends up feeling encouraged. Indeed, she never ceases to surprise. That's all there is to investigate in the Garnier district. Time to move on to one of the other areas. Yes, time to move on through the underground passage. To Mater Park. There was no need for that, but it makes me feel better. Goodbye. I'm speed. I am not speed. I am caught. I want to be speed though. Bye bye. As Fee said. I went the wrong way. I am speeding. Into a wall. Okay, this is the way. Bye. Oh, right. I had to take a left there, didn't I? Because this is the boss area, but we're looking for the secret passage. Also, I missed a chest. Fortuna R. Very nice. Get stunned. Goodbye. Any other chest that I missed? No. Alrighty then. Well, here we are, back in Mater Park. It feels weird using the underground passage to get here. The atmosphere is really different than it was just the other day, though. This area seems to be extremely well guarded. The soldiers patrolling the park appear to be from the Heimdallr military police. It looks like the Imperial Guard from Valflame Palace is in charge of security for the Crystal Garden itself, though. I imagine security is going to be airtight, considering the garden party is going to be held there. Yeah, especially with Princess Alphen in attendance. This level of security is probably standard when it comes to members of the Imperial family. That makes this a bit of a problem then, right? What do you... What are you doing over there? How did you manage to slip through our security? Where did you come from? They seem to regard us as intruders. Looks like we found a little hole in their security. I don't think this is the time to pat ourselves on the back. Yeah, we're probably going to need to explain what happened. I see, so you're students from a military academy, are you? But there was a secret passage here all along, and it extends into the underground tunnels as well. We had no records of this at all. We discovered it purely by coincidence during our field study. However, it's certainly not implausible that it might be used by unsavory groups to breach security. We'll station some of our men to this area at once. I hate to admit it, but you've really helped us by bringing this to our attention. You have my thanks. Think nothing of it. We're just happy to have been of assistance. Looks like this area should be fine now. Yeah, let's move on to somewhere else. I see, so that's it. They didn't know about the passage. So us coming out of the passage alerted them to potential security issues. All clear. More and more guests are starting to arrive now. So let's keep our eyes open. I thought I smelled something familiar. What, did you fart? Hey, isn't that... Ah, Patrick. Ah, patty cakes. You're here too. But of course, I did receive a personal invitation to the garden party after all. I see you're all tied up with your field studies, or whatever you call them. Even on such a fine day, you poor souls. It really does get under my... I am so disappointed that Rena refused to dance with Alpha, and this would have been such a slap in the face to patty cakes over here. I gotten used to it already. Are you alone today? I was under the impression that your butler, Celestine, always attends you, but I don't see him today. It's true, he's often at my side, but I spend plenty of time on my own as well. Don't take me for one of those useless nobles who can hardly lace his boot without his butler's help. I always got the impression his butler was there more to keep an eye on him. Did you say something? Me? Of course not. Well, I wouldn't want to get in your way. I'm sure they have you running all kinds of menial errands. Meanwhile, I intend to introduce myself to Princess Alphen. And try not to be too jealous now. Now, if you'll excuse me. I can't say I'm all that jealous, considering all the time we spent talking with her yesterday. She even invited Reen to be her dance partner. You know, after seeing that, I can't even bring myself to be irritated by him anymore. Anyway, now that we exposed the hole in their security, this area should be relatively safe from terrorist tampering. Yeah, I think it's time to move to another area. Which one? We've been to all of them. No, literally just leave the park, okay. Same day. At exactly noon. This is Class 7, Group A. Reen Schwarzer speaking. Hey, it's Sarah. Give me an update. Understood. Huh. She sounds way more serious than usual. Reen reported the results of the morning's patrol. I see. Something sounds awful, right? Though judging by Fee's reaction, it doesn't sound like the terrorists are wandering the streets. We haven't seen anything that would lead us to believe so, no. I think there's something happening behind the scenes, though. We just can't be sure what it is. Keep sharpening that instinct of yours. It'll prove invaluable to you. It's almost time for the Imperial family's limousines to head out from Valflame Palace to their respective events. Crown Prince Cedric will be going to Heimdallr Cathedral in the northwest. Princess Alphen is headed to Mater Park in the northeast. And Prince Olivert will be going to Heimdallr Racetrack in the southeast. Prince Olivert has got an extremely capable bodyguard with him though, so I'm not as worried about him. Yeah, he's got Mueller, so anyone that tries to fuck with Olivert, or with Olivier, if you prefer, is absolutely going to get chopped into. I've tasked Group B with looking after the Crown Prince, so I'd like you to keep an eye on Princess Alphen. Just make sure she gets to the garden party safely. After that, you can resume your patrol. Understood. We'll head to Mater Park at once. Was that the instructor? New marching orders, huh? You guessed it. The limousine carrying Princess Alphen is about to leave Valflame Palace. Our mission is to make sure she gets to the garden party safely. Right. We should get to Mater Park as soon as possible then. We can follow the main street. Alright, as soon as we're ready, let's head for Mater Park. I'm gonna give it a save. We'll probably have to begin our patrol right away once we reach Mater Park. It'd be smart to make sure we've sorted out everything else before we go. Just go. Just go. Sounds like there's gonna be a boss fight soon. Yeah, probably. I also kinda really hope that Reen somehow gets roped into actually accepting the princess's dance offer. I wanna see Mr. Pattycakes get turned green from envy. Greener than that limousine over there. It's quite nice to be out and about like this once in a while. Though, it would have been nicer if you'd gotten dolled up. Just think, we would look so adorable making our debut together at the garden party, wouldn't we? I wish you'd think a little more before you say something like that. We may be friends, but I'm still just a baron's daughter. I can't very well go around equating my appearance at the party with that of the Imperial Princess, debut or otherwise. You're so old-fashioned, Elise, but the national and local governments are headed by commoners now. Times have changed. Or is it that you're still annoyed that I asked your brother to the dance? Maybe I really should invite him to be my dance partner next year. Your Highness, please, that's enough. Oh, come. I'm sorry, Elise. It seems there's still a ray of hope for you. After all, it doesn't look like he has a girlfriend at the moment. Still, surrounded by that many lovely ladies, I doubt that'll remain true for long. I suppose you're right. If Reen were to find someone, perhaps that would be for the best. But for him and for me. Elise? I'm sorry, just thinking out loud. But don't mind me. The people are all waiting for you to wave to them. That was surprisingly mature of her to say. I guess she's smart enough to understand that falling in love with her brother, while relatively normal for siblings of opposite gender at early ages, really, is not exactly a good thing. Though admittedly, it's a lot less bad than if they were blood related. So Elise is here too. Looks like she came as Princess Alphen's attendant. Oh, those two must be pretty tight. Princess really looks the part though. Indeed, that dress of Imperial Crimson suits her wonderfully. Damn, I'm starting to feel jealous of Patrick after all. Alright, looks like this area is under control. Let's go grab something for lunch and do another sweep of the city. Okay. It'd be totally okay if nothing out of the ordinary happened today. You and everybody else. Well, you know, that's not a possibility. Afterward, they had a quick lunch at one of the stalls in the Garnier district. After they finished up, they decided to do another sweep of their assigned areas. But no matter how hard they searched, nothing seemed amiss. Finally, Group A made their way toward Reichel's Plaza, where traffic had previously been restricted. A day attacking the palace, then. Same day, at 2:40 p.m. Imagine most of the ceremonies around the capital are finishing up around now. The Princess Alphen and the others won't be coming back until later this evening, right? Yeah, the ceremony itself ends soon, but there's a social event afterward that lasts until this evening. It seems like this is likely the time that many will begin to let their guard down then. The perfect time for terrorists to make their move. I really hope we're just overthinking this. So do I. But at the very least, we need to remain vigilant until the day is over. Right. Okay, the traffic restrictions have been lifted now, so let's walk around the plaza. Okay, so there's something going on down there. Who the Oh, it's the guy with the hat. Or, actually no, it's a different guy. Never mind, never mind. Wait, this was a gelato stall. I guess they didn't make two stalls. They just moved the entire stall to a different place. Okay. Ground sausage, extra thick, savory sausage. Tender, juicy turkey legs, still on the bone. And stamina steak. Strength and defense. Not bad. Oh, never mind. They did make two spots. I just went to a different stall, which I don't think was there before. No, I don't think I've seen anyone suspicious. I don't think anyone like that would be lurking around here, to be honest. They'd be surrounded by the Imperial Guardsmen in minutes if they did. Is that so? Oh, look, it's Angie and Toa. And the bike.
トア会長、アンゼリカ先輩も。
あ、リン君たちだ。
おっと、これは奇遇じゃないか。
ハーシェル生徒会長。
アンゼリカ先輩も珍しい場所でお会いする。
これも女神の巡り合わせというものだね。ラウラ君、フィー君も。よかったら私と一緒に。
いえ、実習中の身ですので。
そういうこと。
がっくし。
Will she ever learn? I do appreciate that they replied before she even finished her question. Nice one, Laura. Looks like those rumors about her were true.
そういえば、動力バイクでトリスタから来たんですか？
ああ、そいつを使えば40分くらいで着くからね。トアを後ろに乗せてきたわけさ。
うん。機械の馬みたいなものですか。
なんかかっこいい。あんちゃんの運転激しいから大変だったけど。はあ、でもお祭りはいいよね。これでテロリストの心配がなければ言うことないんだろうけど。
どうしてそれを？
ひょっとしてサラ教官から何か聞いていたんですか？
君たちの実習に関しては私も少しお手伝いしてて、昨日も知事さんからの要請を教官に取り継いだんだよね。それでちょっと心配になってあんちゃんと見に来たんだけど。
そうだったんですか。
何やら見えないところでお世話になっているようですね。
感謝。別に大したことはやってないんだけど。
おや、細かい手続きや書類作成も手伝っているんじゃなかったかい？サボりがちなサラ教官に代わって各方面への連絡もしているそうだし。
そうなんですか？
教官、ちょっとは見直したと思ったんだが。
さすがにちょっとサボりすぎかもね。
まあまあ、教官だって忙しいんだし。それにしてもリン君たち皇女様と会ったんだよね。いいなあ。私も一目でいいから見たかったんだけど。
俺たちも驚きましたけど、
確かに噂通り天使みたいだったかも。はあ、いいないいな。
公女殿下の愛らしさは帝国の至宝と言ってもいいが、リーン君の妹さんも素晴らしい素質を持っていたね。エリゼ君だったか。またお目にかかりたいものだよ。
ああ、妹だったらちょうど殿下の付き人として園遊会に出席しているところですね。
本当かい？公女殿下にエリゼ君、それにフィー君を加えたら最強フィフティーンズの出来上がりじゃないか。
なんか参加させられてるよ。
悪い気はしないかも。
こんなことなら父上の言いつけに従って園遊会に出席しておけば。いや、さすがに霊人たる私がドレスを着るわけには。しまった、それならタキシードを着ていけばよかったじゃないか。
あんちゃん、どう
なんだなんだ、揃い踏みかよ。クロ先輩。
あれ、クロー君？
なんだ、君も来てたのか。
まあな。
そういえば月賞に行くとか言ってましたけど。
メインレースの結果はどうだったんですか？
聞いてくれるな。まさかあそこでブラックプリンスが来るなんて誰が予想できんだよ。しかもナンバーブリッツが2番手に差し込んで。
ああ、4号で当たりか。わざわざ検証はがきを出した甲斐があったみたいだな。
で、しれっと特徴を当ててんじゃねえよ。もうやだ、この女。
これも日頃の行いの差というものだろう。
あんちゃん異様にくじ運とか強いからね。3時の鐘だね。
そろそろ各地の行事も終わるくらいの時間かな。我らももう一回りくらい巡回すべきかもしれないな。
ああ、同感だ。
すみません先輩たち、俺たちはそろそろ。
うん、気をつけたまえ。
なんだなんだ、もう行っちまうのかよ。
アークスも持ってきてるから何かあったら連絡してね。
はい、それでは。
あれ、どうしたの？
これは何かの圧力が高まっているような。
ああ、こいつは。
これって
月祭の余興？
いや、
What the hell, are they fucking flooding the capital?
テロリストの仕掛け。
そうみたいだね。あんちゃん、クロー君、みんなの避難誘導を手伝って。ケンペイさんたちも混乱してるみたいだから。
あ
合点承知だぜ。会長、俺たちも。
ここは私たち ちに任せてリン君たちは動いて。君たちにしかできないことがきっとあるはずだよ。
俺たちにしかできないこと。
それって。マーテル公園。
まさか陽動か。
間違いなさそう。
What the hell are these things? They just came out of nowhere. Stand your ground, men! On our honor as Imperial Guardsmen, we must not allow them any closer to the garden party. Yes, sir! That's a lot of Sharkodiles. What should we do? They look like they need help. But we can't just abandon our post at a time like this. We need to contact the RMP. This is awful. You must be... You're the military academy students working with the railway military police, right? Those look just like the creature we found in the underground passage yesterday. What are they doing roaming around the surface? Quite a few, but the soldiers should be able to keep them at bay. It won't be easy, though. What was that? It came from within the Crystal Garden. Are those attending the garden party in danger? It wasn't an explosion, it sounded more like something collapsed. This isn't looking good. Breen! Yeah, I know. Alright, new plan. We need to get to the Crystal Garden ASAP. And figure out what's going on there. You guys focus on security in this area and requesting reinforcements from the railway military police. Right. Helios be with you. Don't let anything happen to Her Highness. I mean, two of them and both are worse. Sounds like a skill issue. But no, seriously, you should take a while to familiarize yourself with how the card works. I kinda love how nonplussed Reen's sister looks. Elisa just is there. She's like, oh, for fuck's sake, what is this? Another Tuesday? Gun to her head, just looks on. Doesn't even look especially sad.
招待されぬ身での訪問、どうか許していただきたい。
君たちは？
正直、あなたにはそこまでの恨みはないのだが、あの男に協力している時点で同罪と思っていただこう。
やはりそれが狙いか。殿下は関係ないだろう。二人を解放したまえ。
指示閣下。
残念だがそれは応じられぬ相談だ。こちらのお二方には君たちの陣営の致命的な失点になっていただく。命まで奪うつもりはないがね。
エルゼ
兄様、リーンさんたち。
君たちは来てくれたのか。父さん大丈夫か。
トールズ士官学院ノルドでの仕込みに続いてまたもや現れたか。だが今回ばかりは邪魔されるわけにはいかん。
魔獣。 操っているのか。
それで外の魔獣も。
兄様、皆さ
エルゼ、校舎殿下。
貴様ら。
それでは我々は一足先に失礼させてもらおう。お前たち、ここにいる全員を食い殺せ。
負けないよ。
大型魔獣2体、戦闘パターンは分析済み。
7組 A 班全力で撃破する。
戦闘開始。
Well, that guy just committed the worst sin he could have possibly committed. He messed with the little sister.
せて
Bro's dead. Ooh,
行
nice.
くよ。
さてと。
Great Sharkodile. Yeah, it really is just the boss monster. And they both got stunned. Nice. What are they weak to? Fire and Earth. A little bit of wind. I can actually just do Adamantine Shield
アークス駆動。
with Elliot. Well, they're stunned. So on their next turn, they'll... Well, be unable to do any damage anyway.
崩したぞ。決めるぞ P。 やっそれ。
行こっか。
No, we're going with that. It can hit both of them, so... Keep doing it. One of them stunned again.
さあ、一気に行くぞ。
よく心得させて。
僕の番だね。アークス駆動。
あ、任せて。
There.
行くよ。チャンス。
付き合い。
それ。
行こっか。
Yeah, this is not their day.
行くよ。
These things are getting absolutely destroyed.
任せるがよい。
They're getting chain stunned.
後期。
もらい。
行くぞ。チャンスだ。
続けていくよ。
私の番だね。行くよ。
Oh god.
チャンス。
This is so stupid.
決めるよ。
心得た。やっ
俺の番だな。
These absolute nothings are getting chain stunned. They're not getting a turn. They haven't moved. They haven't done anything.
行くよ。
This really is the a boss fight for the ages.
任せるがよい。崩したぞ。
もらい。
Stunning performance indeed.
いるわけないね。
Oh, fuck.
やったね。
よし、100点。
時間が惜しい。追いかけるとしよう。
父さん、血が出てるじゃないか。
かすり傷だ。問題ない。それより お前も殿下たちを。
分かった。待ちたまえ。僕も助太刀させてもらうぞ。
パトリック。いや、あんたにはできればここを守ってほしい。
Also known as, I don't want to have to protect your ass too.
まだ外に大型魔獣もいるし、知事さんも怪我してるからね。
だが僕からも頼む。君の腕だったら安心だ。引き受ければいいんだろう。
決まりだね。
よし、
行くぞ。知事閣下、鉄道憲兵隊への連絡をお願いします。
ああ、任せたまえ。
Alrighty, back into the underground passages. But this one is not one we've been in before. Is this one of the passages beneath the city? It looks like it, and judging by the direction it leads, I don't think it's an area we've been to before. I don't sense any traps. Hello? Reen Schwarzer speaking. It's me, Sarah. The governor told me what happened. Give me a full update on the situation. Our targets are Gideon and 2 other armed terrorists. They've abducted Princess Alfin and Elise, and we're pursuing them through the underground tunnel as we speak. We're doing all we can to catch up with them. Understood. I'm making my way there as fast as I can. And I've got the RMP with me. RMP in tow. Keep up your pursuit. Try to stall them until we get there if you can. But don't do anything that would put the hostages in danger. Their safety is our top priority. Got it. Alright, let's hurry. Right. We won't let them get away. We'll be arriving in 10 minutes. Till then, all we can do is hope that they can pursue the terrorists on their own. I hate to admit it, but I doubt there's anything else we can do right now. I'm glad to see the RMP living up to their sterling reputation, though. It sounds like you guys handled the attacks at the racetrack and the cathedral like seasoned pros. Well, none of the Imperial Guardsmen were stationed in those areas. And we did receive invaluable assistance from Group B. You could just accept a compliment when it's given, you know? So, how much of an idea did you have that the terrorists' real target was going to be the garden party? I'll bet you had more than just a hunch, with that orbital calculator you got for a brain. Right, Miss Icy Maiden? I estimated the chance at roughly 40%. Forgetting the garden party would make the biggest spectacle after all. I believe their aim is to harm the reformist's public image, which means Her Highness should be safe. Unfortunately, I can't be so certain about the girl with her. That's why we'll probably never see eye to eye. Why?
テロリストめ。
エリゼ、公女殿下も無事でいてくれ。
Is she too logical for Sarah? Probably.
魔獣がいる。
問題ない。このまま蹴散らすぞ。
やあ。
この好機逃さない。
Honestly, this encounter is very well placed. You can get your CP back after the fight. I like it. I like this tiny small encounter.
行こう
俺の番だ。
私の
クリア
Any CP used in the Great Sharkodile fight, you could get on those little shits over there. Could spend some time buffing yourself up with like motivation and give everyone else CP while passing turns and all that kind of stuff. And you'll get a heal anyway.
行こっか撤退を開始する
Oh, do we have these, Yes, we do.
撤退を開始するしつこいな
行くぞ。ここはよし。次に行こ
We have them analyzed. Where are we? I don't know, but it sure be looking cultish. The catacombs. It's really creepy. I had no idea a place like this existed beneath the capital. It appears to be a catacomb built during the Dark Ages. Well, they definitely came this way. And I don't think it was that long ago. Alright, you can tell from their footprints. Okay, then we just need to keep heading this way. Follow me. Right. Ready to go. Onward. Obviously, Fee is trained in tracking, so it makes sense that she's able to see footprints that we might not. But still. I still feel it's a little bit silly. Everything's proceeding just as I'd planned. If we can make it out of these tunnels, we will have achieved all we set out to accomplish here. Alright. Not bad for our first mission. What are you planning? Just what do you hope to accomplish by abducting us? It doesn't appear that you're interested in trying to ransom me back to my father for money. I ask that you remain patient for just a short while longer, Your Highness. We are but humble patriots who respect and honor the traditions and values of our country. We would never do anything to bring harm to one of the bloodlines that symbolizes that very nation. You sound just like... Don't misunderstand me. We feel no sense of brotherhood with the aristocracy. The vast majority among us are of common birth, myself included. However, there is a certain man among you whom I'm afraid we simply cannot allow to remain alive. Who do you mean? If that's what you want, then let Her Highness go. If you need a hostage you can injure, I should be enough. Elise? Oh? What is your name, little one? Serving as Her Highness' attendant, I assume you must be of high social standing, no? Elise Schwarzer, daughter of Theo Schwarzer, Lord of the Northern region of Ymir. I may not be of particularly high rank, but I'm still of noble birth. If you need a hostage, use me instead. Well, aren't you a fascinating young lady? We seem to have picked up quite the unexpected gambit. Now, how shall we use it? Damn, Elise is quite the badass. Reen will tear him a new one. Oh, you bet. Probably a few new ones, if I'm being honest. since Rin does also have his super-powered evil side, or whatever that is, that means he can also do some fucked up shit with less, you know, character ramifications. So who knows? Who knows? That guy could be getting quite a beating. I have no idea what these things will do. So... let's get an idea of what they are. The devil's said to have existed since the Dark Ages. With its spread wings, it is a symbol of fear. Uh-huh. Resistant to delay. And perfectly fine with stat downs, but if it's treated as a boss, it's only gonna be a turn. And they do ranged physical attacks. Bah. Awful. Can you please stop being a pain in the dick, my guy? I gave you all the defense I could. Please. All I needed from your ass was to not be useless. How hard can it be? That was scary. There seem to be some strange forces at work, making things difficult for us during the fight. The way they appeared was weird too. It's like they were waiting to ambush us. Perhaps it was due to that man Gideon's power, or rather, that flute he holds. Yeah, that flute seems to give off some potent vibes. I heard that some powerful relics from antiquity are still around. I wonder if that's one of those artifacts. Well, we're still going to have to deal with it one way or another. You know, I like Elliot, but mechanically he is so annoying. He is worse than if he was being made out of glass. He's made out of fucking wet tissue paper. And is now creating more issues, okay. Let me give it a load. I'll make sure to protect his ass. It's gonna take less time. Resounding beat.
前
さあ任せて行くよ。崩れた。
行くぞ。
行こっか。
僕の番だね。みんな
俺の番だ。チャンスだ。
続けていくよ。
甘いよ私が
行くぞ。崩したぞ。
There.
いるわけない
我
な。
らを阻める者など。
よし。
やった。
Though, admittedly, at the same time, those things just acted a lot more stupid than the first time. Anyway, moving on. There they are. I'll go on ahead. I'll fire off some warning shots. I'm with you, Reen. Alright, I'm counting on you.
何？くらえ。
Shit! What?
ミス。皆さん
ここまでだ。殿下とエリセを解放してもらおうか。
あまりの不敬見過ごすのはさすがにためらわれるが。
おとなしく解放するなら見逃さないでもないぞ。
Damn kids!
5対3。勝ち目はないよ。少なくとも2人を連れて逃げ切るのは不可能。
そのまずは2人を解放してもらえませんか。
恐れ入ったトールズ士官学院。まさかここまでの逸材たちを育てていたとは。
政治は無用。二人を解放するかこのまま睨み合うかだけだ。言っておくが二人に傷一つでもつけたら一切の容赦はしないと思え。
You.
リーさん。リーンさん。
分かった。降参だ。少なくとも我々に勝ち目がないことだけは認めよう。
それじゃあ
おとなしく解放するんだな。
ああ、彼に勝てたらな。やれ。
貴様。
揮発性の睡眠薬。
気絶させただけさ。裏若き乙女に見せるのは少々ためらわれるからな。
しまった。
また魔獣を。
なんだ。
方向。
これは。
What in the necromantic shenanigans is this guy doing? Bone dragon? How? Dark dragon of ruination. What the hell is that?
これは
骨の竜。
これぞゴーマの笛の力。暗黒時代の帝都のマスラも従わせるアーティファクトだ。さあそれでは今度こそ死での旅路へと向かいたまえ。トールズ士官学院7組の諸君、
これはさすがに。
どうするの？
敵戦力不明、動きが読めない。
はあ。みんな気合を入れるぞ。今回の実習で俺たちが得たものを考えたら勝てない相手じゃない。
その通りだ。
悪あがきよ。行くがいい。暗黒時代の魔物よ。この愚かで哀れな若者どもに無慈悲なる鉄槌を下すがいい。
手強いぞ。
I mean, I'm aware that artifacts are pretty much MacGuffins that have way too much power for the current setting. That's quite literally the place. But it feels like it's slightly multifunctional. Not only does it control living monsters, it can also revive dead ones. Or, you know, at least animate them.
私の番だな。
This is assuming this thing was dead and it wasn't always a bone dragon. Of course. I guess it could be.
僕の番だね。みんな。
あ、任せて。
A nice miss. On Rin.
崩れた。スキヤリ。
I'm gonna have her start casting
私の
though.
番だね。行くよ。
行くぞ。さあ。
任せるがよい。
I also need her to start casting speed buffs.
行くよ。
I don't think Rin's in that. They placed that very badly.
アークス駆動。それ。
Just in case its art does go out, because I'm not gonna move Rin from where he is, I'm gonna use Gale Slash. Or Arc Slash. Just in case it does go out, we now reflect it. So there is a 60% chance of impede, so... Why are you hitting yourself, Dragon? This is Octopath Traveler all over again.
行こっか。
There.
駆動。
任せるがよい。
私の番だね。
Let's go with Shining on Rin.
俺の番だな。
And Rin can Shining on Fee. Elliot reapplies the resounding beat.
みんな。
私の番だね。
And now we may attack.
行くよ。
任せるがよい。
Laura's attack might miss, but it is what it is.
参る。
私の番だね。
Fine, I'll move Fee one step up. Alright. Zoro Agruga. A dragon-like fiend from dark ages, made of bone. Sprays dark breath and has the power to shake space itself. It is weak to space and fire. And is very likely to burn. I'm gonna use her to heal Elliot. Because he, as expected, is kind of eating shit.
行こっか。行くよ。チャンス。スキリ。
Are we reflecting? We are not. Then we shall be reflecting.
任せるがよい。
俺の番だな。はあ。はっ。
行こっか。アークス、駆動。
He casts very fast.
俺の番だな。
Oh, there we go. It got impeded. It is a 60% chance, to be fair. So I was kind of expecting even the first one to get impeded as well, but... well, clearly not.
みんな。私の番だね。アークス。
任せるがよい。
俺の番だな。さあ。
行こっか。行くよ。
Well, I might as well use adamantine shield.
任せるがよい。
'Cause that thing doesn't seem to get a turn for a while. That impede really fucked it up. And I guess it also got affected by the delay as well. It is only resistant, it is not immune to it. After all.
あ、任せて。行くよ。
僕の番だね。
マイル。さあ、一気に行くぞ。
よく任せて。私の番だね。 行くよ。
それ
5,000. That's a lot of damage.
行くぞ。
Should give her enough. Right.
崩したぞ。
Excellent.
決めるぞ。ピラシ。
我が渾身の一撃食らうがよい。奥義後陣乱
行こう。
Okay. Big damage.
アークス駆動。
There is no point. But I will want to see this. So, Elliot, you know what? You're getting the kill shot.
僕の演奏聞かせてあげる。セブンラプソディ
Excuse me, what?
ありがとうございました。
Since when can the staff turn into a violin? I mean, that's cool, but
みんな先に進もう。
what the hell? Ah! Why is that so cool? Why is Elliot randomly pulling a violin out of his ass? Or somehow transforming his staff into one. Still, you get the point. I require explanations. This is weirder than, this is weirder than Tita pulling out a gun. Grim Butterfly R. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It did just use it.
つかめた。
やったぞ。
バカな。ララ、フィン、
承知。
貴様は。せい。ゴーマの笛が。
チェックメイトだな。
かなり厳しかったけど。
What's our plan, Commander G? Wow, how patriotic.
貴様
Comrade G.
すでに死は覚悟のみ。いつ果てても文句はない。だが今回の作戦だけは屍すら残すわけにはいかん。かくなる上は恐れながら玉体を傷つけても。
この辺りが潮時でしょうね。
こやつら。
あらあら、すばしっこい子猫ちゃんね。あたし好みだわ。
さすがはシルフィードか。同志 S、 それに同志 V か。
You came for us! What a relief! Now we can!
つら。
テロリストの仲間。
やれやれ、今回は任せてもらうと言っていたはずだが、正直助かったぞ。悪いな、G の旦那。だがここであんたが捕まったらさすがに幸先が悪いからな。
無粋とは思ったけどお邪魔させてもらったわ。同志 C と一緒にね。
そういうことだ。
ごめん。
同志、私の立てた今回の作戦、それほど頼りなく見えたか。
いや、ほぼ完璧に見えた。しかし作戦というものは常に不確定の要素が入り込む。そこの7組の諸君のようにな。
僕たちのことまで。
何者。
本作戦の主目的はすでに達した。この上皇族を傷つける不名誉を負う必要はない。そうではないか。
その通りだ。返してやりたまえ。
エリオット、マキアス、2人を頼む。
うん。
ああ。
さて、これにて双方が歩み寄れたと思うのだが、依存はないかな、7組の諸君。
あるに決まってるだろ
う。恐れ多くも殿下たちをさらい薬などで眠らせたこと。
とても帝国人として許せるものじゃないな。
5対6、ちょっと厳しいかな。
みんな
なかなか骨のあるガキどもじゃねえか。
せっかくだから相手をしてあげてもいいのだけど。
なあ、ここは私が出るのが筋というものだろう。刀使いに体剣使い、それと操縦剣の使い手か。来い、相手をしてやろう。ただの余興だ。鉄道憲兵隊が来るまでのひととき、その怒りをぶつけてみるがいい。
面白い。
すごい自信。
Is he serious? There's no way he can win against all three of them. Well, that's a stupid weapon.
その武具は
暗黒時代の遺物ダブルセイバーか。
我が名はシー。それだけ覚えておくがいい。士官学院7組の力見せてもらおうか。
Well, it's destroyed now. The flute artifact, that is. Yes, it is absolutely fucked. As it should be. It seems like a pain to deal with otherwise. So I'm very glad to see that it got nixed early. I'm gonna have her cast. And she needs to cast Shining on herself. He's probably gonna walk up. Yep. Just walked up at Rin. There, now Rin is in counter distance. I'm gonna need to move her a few steps ahead so we can still cast Chrono Drive without having to move Fee. Ah, fuck. Well, he missed. Really? He did nothing. Is the game scared that I'll kill him? if it lets me fight him for too long, or what?
私たちのリーダーを務めてるだけはあるわね。
He didn't even get to analyze him. Son of a bitch. Oh well.
ここまでの使い手とは。
さらに匹敵するかも。
お前たちは一体。
帝国解放戦線、本日よりそう名乗らせてもらう。静かなる怒りの炎をたたえ、どしがたき独裁者に鉄槌を下す。まあそういった集団だ。
帝国解放戦線。
それに独裁者って。
そこまでです。
サラ教官、
間に合ったか。
どうやら時間のようだな。
え？まさか。
それでは諸君、また会おう。
爆弾？
あわよ。
それじゃあね、可愛い子犬ちゃんたち。
せいぜい生き延びてみせるがいい。
崩れるわ。早くこっちへ。はい。
シャレになってないぞ。
リーン、そなたは殿下を。
分かった。
Phew. That was pretty touch and go back there. But I'm glad to see you all pulled through. Well, thanks to you, Instructor. Nah, thanks to that guy being a fucking weakling. I had my doubts we were going to make it out of that alive. You could have come a bit sooner. Sorry. Anyway, there's no way we'll be able to follow them now. Indeed. So, the Imperial Liberation Front, is it? Your Highness, Elise! Thank goodness, whatever drug they were given doesn't seem to have had any lasting effects. It was probably formaldehyde. I feel like I caused you a lot of trouble, but thank you for rescuing me. I'm just glad that you're safe and unharmed. Oh, what happened? Are you alright, Your Highness? How are you feeling? Dareen? I'm fine. You should worry more about your sister. Looks like the intelligence division was right on the mark. We have a number of routes back to the surface locked down. You think we can smoke them out? Personally, I doubt it. This tunnel system is incredibly expansive, with too many areas we'd know nothing about. Continue the search for a while longer, then focus on restoring order to the city. Yes, ma'am. I'll send a report to the other divisions to let them know that the situation's been resolved. So, Imperial Liberation Front. What's your game? Obviously, they want Osborne out of the picture. I've been flashbanged.
こうして鉄道憲兵隊の主導によって月祭初日の混乱は収まった。手傷を負いながらも陣頭指揮を取ったレーグニッツ帝都知事の働きにより3日にわたる月祭も無事終了し、翌朝俺たち7組のメンバーは揃って帝都を後にすることになった。
いや、君たちには本当に世話になってしまった。兄弟ともども士官学院に足を向けて眠れなくなってしまったくらいさ。
いえ、そんな。
あまりにも恐れ多いお言葉かと。いいえ。私とエリゼなどあのまま連れ去られていたらどんな運命が待ち受けていたか。本当に何度お礼を言っても足りないくらいの気分です。私からも改めてお礼を言わせてください。本当にありがとうございました。
エリゼ
本当に無事でよかった。
私とセドリックの方も B 班の働きには助けられたよ。市内の混乱の収拾、改めて礼を言わせてもらおう。
もったいないお言葉。
お役に立てて光栄です。7組設立のお礼をやっとお返しできたみたいですね。それにしても帝国解放戦線ですか。
ああ、ノルド高原での一件、さらには帝国各地のいくつかの事件。今までにも暗躍の気配はあったが、今回ついにその名前を明らかにした。 C をリーダーとする数名の幹部たちに率いられた純然たるテロリストたち。現在 情報局でメンバーの洗い出しを行っている最中らしい。
こう言ってはなんですが、不思議な人たちでしたね。私たちを連れ去りながら悪意をあまり見せることはなく、それでいて内に秘めた劇場に取りつかれているかのようでした。はい、もちろん姫様をさらったことは許されることではありませんが。
内に秘めた劇場、
そんな感じはしたかも。
静かなる怒りの炎をたたえ、どしがたき独裁者に鉄槌を下す、彼らのリーダーの言葉です。
確かにそう言ってたな。
また露骨な言葉だな。
静かなる怒りの炎、そしてどしがたき独裁者。
まあ何を示しているのかは明らかではあるが。
皆さん、
Wait, isn't that... Is he... Dad's with him too.
セドリック、なんとか間に合ったわね。
いいタイミングだ。
皇太子殿下、
わざわざお見送りに来ていただいたのですか？
ええ、お世話になったからにはこのくらい当然ですから。あ、こちらの方々が7組のもう一班なんですね。はじめまして皆さん、セドリック・ライゼ・アルノールです。この度は姉の危機を救っていただき本当にありがとうございました。心よりお礼を言わせてもらいます。
もったいないお言葉。
わ、光栄です。
ありがとうございます、殿下。
皇太子、想像してたより可愛いかも。
こらフィー
皆さんのようにもっとたくましくなってくれれば私も安心なのですけど。
ちょっとアルフィン。
姫様、失礼ですよ。
まだ15歳だし、君たちはこれからだろう。しかしセドリックとあなたが一緒というのも珍しいね。
恐縮です。せっかくなので彼らをこのまま見送らせてもらおうと思いまして。
父さん、傷の方は大丈夫なのか？
ああ、大事には至っていない。まだ少し痛むがじきに完治してくれるだろう。
そうか。
知事閣下、お疲れ様でした。
ああ、ありがとう。かなり変則的ではあったが、無事今回の特別実習も終了した。士官学院の理事としてまずはお疲れ様と言っておこうか。
恐縮です。
ありがとうございます。
7組の運用、そして立場の異なる3人の理事。いろいろ思うところはあるだろうが、君たちには君たちにしかできない学生生活を送ってほしいと思っている。それについては他の2人も同じだろう。
父さん、
そう言っていただけると。
その点に関しては殿下もどうかご安心ください。
わかった。もとよりあなたについては私も信頼しているつもりだ。だが
どうやらお揃いのようですな。
まさか。
オズボーン最初。
実は先ほどまで共に陛下への拝謁を賜っておりまして。
アルフィン殿下におかれましてはご無事で何よりでした。これも女神の導きでありましょう。
ありがとうございます、最初。
オリバルト殿下も帝国解放戦線に関してはすでに全土に手配を出しております。背景の洗い出しも進んでいますので、どうかご安心ください。
やれやれ、手回しのいいことだ。これは来月の通商会議も安心ということかな。
ええ、万事お任せあれ。あ、失礼。職位への挨拶がまだだったな。帝国政府代表ギリアス・オズボーンだ。テックス宰相という名前の方が通りがいいだろうがね。
おはじめまして、閣下。
そのお噂は金がね。
私も君たちの噂は少しばかり耳にしている。帝国全土を股にかけての特別実習、非常に興味深い試みだ。これからも頑張るといいだろう。
恐縮です。
どうも。
精進させていただきます。
それと久しいな、遊撃士。転職したそうだが息災そうで何よりだ。
ええ、おかげさまで。その説は本当にお世話になりました。
バンダイク元帥は私の元上官でもある。その意味で私としてもささやかながらさらなる協力をさせてもらうつもりだ。ま、楽しみにしてくれたまえ。
それは
諸君らもどうか健やかに強き絆を育み、鋼の意志と肉体を養ってほしい。これからの激動の時代に備えてな。
兄さん。
The fact is, Reen was absolutely feeling more pressure in front of Osborne than he was in front of C by a few orders of magnitude. Olivia really has to be on his best behavior while in public and while in the public in Erebonia, huh? I just noticed that. Outside of that, though, he carries an awkward aura about him. Yeah, he's definitely not made for public appearances, especially not in an official, not in an official way. It's definitely not his thing. But at the same time, he's not entirely unaccustomed to it. He's definitely nowhere near as relaxed as he is when he's traveling incognito, let's say. That definitely seems to be more of his true self, in a way. But I mean, he has his goal. And, well, he's working as hard as he can to accomplish it. Admittedly, that goal actually coincides with the Liberation Front. Except they are doing it all wrong. On the other hand, I guess I understand that they wouldn't want to challenge Osborn politically. I think they'd find it much easier to just kill him rather than have him lose the public's favor. So clearly that's not gonna work exactly fine for them, knowing what we know from Azure.
8月中旬夏の盛りうだるような暑さがトリスタの街を包み込む時期帝都から帰還した俺たちは5日ほどの短い夏季休暇を終えて授業や訓練を再開していたそもそも士官学院は軍と同じく年末年始以外の長期休暇は存在しないだが貴族生徒に限っては将来の領地運営の勉強などの名目で故郷への帰省が認められておりこの時期1組2組の生徒たちのほぼ全員がトリスタから離れていたそんな中3組から5組までの生徒は彼らを羨みながらも勉学と修練に励み俺たち7組のメンバーも全員がトリスタにとどまっていた
It's so hot, I'm dying in here. I'm sick of this heat already. Talking about it is just making me feel even hotter. The Academy should install a normal air conditioner. At least then it'd be a little easier to cope. An orbital air conditioner? What is that? Well, it's this device that blows out cool air to help regulate a room's temperature. Maybe it'd help if you think of it as the opposite of a stove. Wow, that's some kind of wizardry. I heard of them, but aren't they supposed to be prohibitively expensive? Only the most modern buildings seem to be able to afford them. Do you have one in your house? Well, there's one in the Reinford Company's corporate headquarters, yeah. It'd be nice if my mother could spare one, you know, for the Academy. He sits on the board of directors for. It seems a bit much to hope for. This is a military academy, so I doubt we can expect to be indulged quite that much. Still, a machine to help us cool in the a machine to help us keep cool in the summer. Whoever first invented that should get a medal. I'll admit, the summer heat here is more difficult to cope with than in Legram. But as long as I think of it as another part of my training, it doesn't bother me all that much. Barriard gets similar summer heat waves, but there is usually a breeze blowing in from the canyon at this time of year. It does make summers a bit easier to manage. My hometown's up in the mountains, so it's pretty cool even around this time of year. Actually, now that you mention it, I would have thought you three would go back home for the summer, being nobles and all. You were given permission, weren't you? If everyone else was going home, I would have considered it, but in the end, I decided against it. I mean, it wasn't all that long ago I got to see Elise. Maybe next year. I came here to train. Until I feel like I've made significant progress, I have no intention of returning home. Some of you saw my father's mansion. Do you think I'd really go back to a place like that willingly? I'd much rather stay here and take my chances with heat stroke. You're really that uncomfortable at home, huh? Still, hot as it is, there's a lot going on right now. That all the people headed to the conference at the end of the month have much time to be worrying about the heat. Yeah, they probably do not. You make a good point. You're talking about the West Zemuria Trade Conference, right? We're getting very close to the start of the game. That's the one. There's never been an international conference on that scale before. At least not in modern times. Mayor Dieter Kroes, who also happens to be the International Bank of Crossbell's CEO, was the one who first proposed it. I heard that Prince Olivert will be attending on behalf of His Majesty the Emperor. And Chancellor Osborne is supposed to be attending too. Seems crazy to think. We met them but just a few weeks ago. The Chancellor in particular was a pretty intimidating figure. Seemed like a big, scary monster. I heard he served in the Imperial Army before becoming a politician. Then, 11 years ago, His Majesty entrusted him with the position of Chancellor. Supposedly, a full 70% of the Imperial Army is under his jurisdiction. His real fame comes from establishing most of the nation's railway network centered on the capital. Though he's also been responsible for annexing several smaller countries and independent states around Erebonia by using some very underhanded tactics. Good tactics, I might add. But by God, does genocide precede that guy? I believe those all took place without any bloodshed, though. Well, at least as far as I'm aware. No bloodshed as far as Erebonia is concerned. At the very least. I wouldn't put too much stock in what he's selling. Military spending in this country has increased exponentially since he took up his position as Chancellor. And that's only possible thanks to the tax revenue he gleans from the people of Heimdallr and those annexed nations. Well, he was the one who ordered the construction of those 2 railway guns they've got pointed at Crossbell too. At one point, Erebonia was on the verge of a full-scale war with Calvard because of those things. Oh yeah, I heard that it was actually Liberl that proposed a way to avoid an armed conflict. They ended up signing the Non-Aggression Pact, right? Yeah, though, as I'm sure you've noticed, there's still quite a bit of tension between the 2 countries. I wouldn't be surprised if the issue reared its head again during the trade conference. Chancellor Osborne has been a really popular figure in the capital, though. Popular enough that he seems to have a group of terrorists after him. He does seem to be the Imperial Liberation Front's main target, doesn't he? You know, the hammer of judgment that shall topple the dictator, and all that. Indeed, they seem to harbor a deep-seated grudge against him. Their anger seemed a bit unusual in its intensity, didn't it? He does seem like the type who'd make a lot of enemies, especially with a face like that. Well, I'd rather not speak ill of my father's close ally, but... Come to think of it, isn't the instructor awfully late? well past time for homeroom to start. True, it should have started about 10 minutes ago, actually. I swear that woman. She better not be sleeping off another hangover back at the dormitory. Wouldn't put it past her. I wish I could say there's no way our upstanding instructor would do that. But I wouldn't be surprised. Today. Instructor?
おはようございます。おはようみんな。で、遅れたのにはちゃんと訳があってね。今日はみんなに新しい仲間を紹介するわ。
What?
編入生。
本当ですか？
それじゃ入ってきて。
うっす。
は？
あれ？ 2年のアームブラスト先輩？
黒アームブラストです。今日から皆さんと同じ7組に参加させてもらいます。てなわけでよろしく頼むわ。
どういうことですか？
いやー、これには非常に深刻かつデリケートな事情があってだな。
はあ、よく言うわよ。こいつ1年時の単位をサボっていくつか落としててね。このままじゃ卒業できないって慌てて泣きついてきたのよ。それで特例として3ヶ月ほど7組に参加することになったわけ。
なんだそれは。思いっきりどうしようもない理由じゃないですか。
知ってるかもしれないけど、去年アークスの試験導入に参加した実績もあるからね。その点に関しては君たちのいいお手本になるかと判断したの。特別実習にも参加してもらうから、そのつもりでいてちょうだい。
いやー、一通り説明されちまったか。ま、そういうわけでよろしくな。同じクラスになったからには先輩後輩抜きで行くとしようぜ。
はあ、なかなかそういうわけにはいかぬと思うが。
ぶっちゃけ軽すぎ。
サラ教官、扉が開いたままということは。
Wait, is there someone else too?
え？それって。
あら、バレちゃった？というわけで出てきて挨拶しなさい。
ああ、待ちくたびれちゃったよ。
Oh, that was unexpected. Oh, I was kind of expecting, but... Huh?
何？
君は。
ノルド高原で会った。
お久しぶりだね。初めての人もいるから改めて自己紹介するね。僕はミリアムオライオンだよ。こっちがガーちゃん。正式名称はアガートラム。オーロックス砦で見た。
するとノルド高原でそなたたちが会ったという。
ああ、そのでっかいのは教室内で出すのは禁止ね。下手に壁でも壊されたら私が怒られちゃうから。
しょうがないな。そんなわけで よろしくね、7組のみんな。
Tell me you're kidding, please.
私もその方が面倒がなくていいんだけどね。
なかなか面白くなりそうじゃねえの。
We are so being watched by Osborne, it's not even funny. If there was any chance of him not knowing exactly what we were doing at any point in time, it's fucking gone now. Also, hi cheeses, how's your ass? Are you doing alright? The fuck is this is very correct. At first, no one was sure what to make of Crow Armbrust and the Intelligence Division agent, Milliam Orion's sudden transfer to Class 7. But within a matter of days, almost felt like they'd been there all along. Well, I do hope you're feeling better, Jesus. If nothing else. Did you go and get yourself checked out? I'm sure none of you need to be reminded that it was none other than Emperor Dreichels who ended the War of the Lions. But, did you know that historical records tell us he had amazingly few soldiers under his command? Initially, his allies numbered only a few confidants and several warriors from Nord. And while supporters rallied to him in each region, his ranks still couldn't hope to compare to the other princes' armies. I see. Nonetheless, they continued to advance, liberating region after region, and after half a year of bloody battles, Prince Dreichels met perhaps his most well-known supporter. Milliam, right? Would you happen to know the historical figure to whom I'm referring? Sure do. Liane Sandolt, also known as the Lance Maiden. Right you are, well done. Sandolt was the daughter of a count who ruled over a remote region, and accounts tell us she showed a great martial skill from a young age. In particular, her skill with the lance was unparalleled. No records exist of her ever being bested in combat. The Lance Maiden also had a group of mighty warriors under her command who fought alongside her in battle. Perhaps you'd like to illuminate us as to the name of this famous band, Reen? The group of mighty warriors led by the Lance Maiden, that's the, I believe, well, the Gralsritter is definitely not it. That's the church. I believe it's the first one, the Eisenritter. But I shall look it up just in case. Because the Stahlritter, those are the ones that we met in Azure. So, at least I seem to remember that. But yeah, Eisenritter. It is the correct answer. Eisenritter, also known as the Iron Knights. They were a band of knights said to be able to charge across the battlefield like lightning, cutting down all in their path. Correct, you've done your homework. The Wandering Prince met a Lance Maiden one day during a prolonged conflict in a remote region of the country. After recognizing each other as reliable and trustworthy, they pledged to fight together under a united banner. With the Lance Maiden and her knights bolstering his ranks, Dreichels' army swept through one region after another. In just a year, he was able to defeat the other princes and free the imperial capital, Heimdallr. As an interesting footnote, the castle the Eisenhower used as their base of operations 250 years ago just so happens to be only a hop, skip, and a jump away from Laura's home in Legram. Indeed, it is known as Lohengrin Castle. It's a beautiful building situated on the shore of Lake Ebel, to the west of Legram. Oh, you've mentioned that before. Does anyone live there now? No, due to dangerous terrain there. No one goes near it. These days, it exists simply as a relic of a bygone age. The Arsaid family is responsible for the care and maintenance of the castle, though. Really, only minimal work is done. Speaking of the Arsaid house, Crow's just fucking snoozing over there, I see him. Wasn't one of your ancestors the Eisenritter's second-in-command? Indeed, the Lance Maiden's most trusted assistant and confidant, from what I understand. The Sandal family line ended with the death of the Lance Maiden, and it's partly because of that the Arsaid family mourns her death each year. Except as far as we know, she's still alive. 250 years after, or at the very least had a descendant. 'Cause she didn't die. That history is fabricated. I see. What a fascinating story. Legram, huh? Never had a mission there, so I've never been able to go. Maybe I should have stopped by when I went to Bareyard a while back. You'd think she'd at least try to conceal the fact that she gets sent all over the country on secret missions. No, she totally just let slip that she was doing something in Bareyard too. Well, I suppose it's better than her being all distant and cagey around us. Girl's a secret agent in name only. Okay, so tomorrow's a free day. Which means that next Wednesday, you'll have your usual practical exam. You better all bring your A game. Ah, Milliam and Crow. A few must-have instructional materials you guys are going to need as part of Class 7 finally showed up. I'll hand that stuff off to you once we're done here, so I want you to come with me to the faculty lounge. Righto. What a drag. Alright. Homeroom's out for the day. Flee! Flee while you can! Amakias, if you'll do the honors. I like that. Teacher telling you to flee is pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. So, what do you think? Well, I don't think we have to be on guard around her at least. Same, though I'd rather she kept that giant silver thing of hers hidden. Yeah. Of course you would have a problem with her bringing her dick out. Tiny Elliot is scared of small girl's huge dick. I'm joking. Imagine somebody joins at that exact moment, and here's what I'm saying. It sounds absolutely nuts. I don't think she's a bad girl. I was taking a nap in the courtyard yesterday, and she came and fell asleep next to me. What does that have to do with whether or not she's trustworthy? You look like a couple of kittens all curled up together. Their personalities may be worlds apart, but they're both rather cat-like in their own ways. She can be more than 12 or 13. Still practically a child. Yeah, you're right. She's so chipper all the time that it's hard to really be cold toward her. I don't think I could bring myself to spurn her. She's got this natural charm, I think. Be that as it may, her presence here reeks of blood and iron, if you take my meaning. Well, it certainly seems that way.
私としてもささやかながら、さらなる協力をさせてもらうつもりだ。ま、楽しみにしてくれたまえ。
It's hard to believe a girl like that could be an agent of the intelligence division. Just going off what happened in Nord, there's not much that would make me doubt it now. And then there's that thing. Egetlum. Blech, what a name. Egetlum. That's always with her. She calls it Lamy, but aside from its name, I don't really know anything about it. It seems to be made from some strange material with both metallic and ceramic properties. Hard but pliable. Agreed. It doesn't look like anything you could make with even the most cutting-edge orbital technology. When I touched it, it felt really nice and cold. Oh, you actually touched it? It hasn't escaped my notice that it seems strikingly similar to the combat shells we fight in our practical exams. I think it's safe to assume that they share some kind of common origin. Yeah, the instructor said she was forced to accept it. Though in a sense, Milliam was forced on us too. You're welcome to think what you will, but I don't trust her. Honestly, very fair. Either way, she's technically our classmate now, like it or not. It may be a little early to tell whether we can trust her as a friend, but we should be able to figure out pretty quickly whether we can count on her as a member of Class 7. Well, that's a logical way of breaking it down, at least. You're right, it's still pretty early to make sweeping judgments. Yes, it is pretty damn early to make sweepy judgments. Knowing her background would be great, but what's really important is whether we can count on her in a fight. Agreed. As students of a military academy, that's probably the most important issue. We'll have to wait and see. Well, considering we're living in the same dormitory, it'd be good if we all got along. Yeah, I wouldn't want her to think we're trying to make her feel unwelcome either. And then there's Crow. What's he like, Reen? You seem like you get along with him pretty well. I don't know if I'd put it quite like that. If I had to say, I'd describe him as a capricious gambling addict, way too prone to ante up for every hand. Hey, Dios, help us. He sounds like the kind of miscreant one would be better off avoiding. Admittedly, Eustace is kind of right. But I don't think he's that bad. You can count on him when the chips are down, though. He really helped me out last month when Elisa went into the old schoolhouse. He's good in the fight, and pretty handy with his Arcus too. I don't know about him being good in the fight. All I remember about him is that he got stunned 4 times in a row, died, got revived, and then did more or less nothing for the rest of the fight, just because we just auto-attacked as I was trying to die, but that boss really just wanted to miss Reen and killed itself. Maybe we're worrying over nothing then. Still, I'm not really sure how to connect with him, you know? Well, at least we're in separate dorms for the time being. We'll just have to see how things go. Alright. Do we have any hidden quests for today? No, but I need to avoid the rooftop, apparently. Let's see. There's some stuff to pick up on the first and second floors. Oh. Hello, Marine Schwarzer speaking. Oh, well, this is a surprise. What can I do for you? You're talking about Milliam. Sure thing. I'll come get it right away. You want me to swing by the student council room then? She sure doesn't waste any time. I should head over to the student council room before it gets too late. Yeah, well, I can wait. I'll go in order. The Wind Orchestra will be holding a performance at the chapel in town tomorrow. I'm handing out flyers in hopes that everyone will come along to see it. Please come along if you have time too, Aureen. Aureen, come here a sec. You know, you gotten a real air of confidence since you first showed up here at Tours. Really? I haven't really noticed much of a difference. But maybe it's because of all the difficult opponents we've had to face over the course of the year. Yeah, I heard you've been through a lot on those field studies or whatever. I gotta give this to someone, so I figured it might as well be you. What? I'm in charge of handing out one of the Lionheart medals this year, so yeah. It's the Medal of Valor. Congrats. Thank you so much. It's a real honor to be awarded something like this. Well, keep up the good work, I guess. Crow and Angelica got it last year, and to be honest, I think you're on track to accomplish just as much as they did. Don't know if I'll be able to pull that off. But this is going to motivate me to work even harder from now on. Now that you have your uniform and equipment, you should be good to go. Thanks, Teach. Good energy. I like it. I still have a hard time wrapping my head around how someone like you ended up in Ironblood, though. That boss of yours is a real mystery man. You're pretty mysterious yourself. Seems like your life was really interesting before you started teaching. Now, who could have told you that? She asked the girl from the Imperial Intelligence Division. William, let me give you a word of advice. His Majesty might have gotten you into this academy, but in my class, you're just another student. Just keep that in mind, and everything will be gravy, okay? Righto! What do regular student relationships look like again? I think I've forgotten. I am beside myself to know that we have a student who was in danger of being held back. That crow armbrust is a disgrace! This is why the lower classes are nothing but a liability. Does he not realize that these are the types of things which hurt the Academy's reputation? Be sure to inform him that we made a special exception for him once, and only once. He's all out of chances. Oh, fuck off. 3 failed runs. As I said, give yourself time to get used to it. And there's no need to be too impatient about it. A book about Lionheart medals. Huh. Okay. And there are smarter people than me that have literally done the math on this. Not to mention that it's been tested on 3 previous servers. I'm gonna stop for now and continue the runs tomorrow. I mean, that is very fair. Getting frustrated is probably the worst thing you can do. And it's not like you're in really any rush. You can finish them tomorrow, and, you know, if you're not qualified tomorrow anyway, just through whatever you already have, you'll still have one more day to try to qualify. I know I can hit, but it's harder to hit. Yeah, no, that's fair. I get that. I fully get that. It is a pretty random card, though in all honesty, it's definitely a lot less random than Machikane Fukukitaru. Chancellor Osborne was always known to be the bold type during his time in the military, however seems to have become even more coercive after becoming a politician. Now the terrorists have begun to pop up. I'm sure that he won't hesitate to enforce some strict countermeasures too. I can only hope that no innocents get caught up in it all. He did mention that Principal Van Dyke was his former superior, didn't he? I wonder what caused him to leave the military and become a politician. Ilhel High and Umistan are so hard to get. Yeah, well, aren't I glad that I don't need to get Umistan, because I'm at the moment playing a character with Superstan. Reen Schwarzer, it seems as though you've been working very hard on your field studies. And even harder, when you helped the student council. I can hardly imagine how many people you've helped tackle their problems, all while showing compassion and honor. As an instructor here at Tours, you could not have made me prouder. That's very kind of you, but I'm not sure I've done anything someone else in my shoes wouldn't have. To be honest, I'd say the people I've helped have let me develop as a person. So, it's anything but a chore. The more you talk, the more right I know I am. I hereby present you with the Medal of Compassion. Miss Herschel won this last year. So, you know you're in good company. While this is far from a formal award ceremony, I do hope you'll accept. Even so, this is quite an honor. Of course I'll accept, thank you very much. Having the ability and the will to help others is a precious thing. Hope that you continue to do so as you grow older. You're still in bed! Oh wait, I think that's a different person. Yep. No better place to skip class than the infirmary. I see, you probably shouldn't be saying that, especially in your sleep. You'll get caught. Class 7's a whole lot livelier these days, isn't it? Even putting Crow aside, I never would have expected some girl we met in Nord would become our classmate. Life is full of surprises. It feels like they've already become part of the fabric of our class too. Definitely. I don't think we should have any trouble getting along with them. Well, for now at least. You two seem more like responsible adults than any of us, Instructor Sarah included. You think you can look after Milliam? Not a problem. I don't know about Alyssa being a responsible adult, but I guess Emma's close enough. We're all classmates after all. Helping each other is what we do. Is that so? I thought bullying is part of it too. But hey, what do I know? My father was persistent, yes. My father was persistent in his attempts to convince me to return home. He said that as the daughter of Count Altheim, I have duties to attend to. I in turn explained to him that, as an instructor, my highest priority is my devotion to my students. I probably won't be able to be quite so selfish once I marry. Wait a minute. The Alheim family is one of the best-known families in the Sutherland province. I guess Instructor Mary has more to worry about than I thought. Maybe. Oh, who knows? Is that No, it's... Wait, it might be Vivi. Your painting has really been improving, guys. Meanwhile, I've hardly gotten any better. Oh, never mind. It is Linde. It's all thanks to you and Clara. You guided me along a path I never would have found my way through on my own. And I couldn't be more thankful. Oh, please, it all comes down to you working harder than anyone else. Linde and I have really developed our skills by learning from Clara's devotion to the arts. If I've improved at all since arriving at Tours, I owe it all to this club. Ultimately, I'm glad I joined. Still, Clara's been going full bore for a while now. She's just going to collapse at some point, isn't she? Yes, indeed. Nice painting. Very nice, guys. Good job. You are still sculpting Goldship! I've been in top form lately. I might have been in a slump last month, but now I'm back and better than ever. I'll use this momentum to craft some of my greatest work yet. Do you think she's mass-producing those things by herself? Just a Hans a day. Keeps poverty away or some bullshit. Is not a room. Who's on the second floor then? Wait, what? I guess I'm not getting the medal? Probably. Cause, would have been from Instructor Mary. Fair enough. Oh well, who cares? Let me see what the first two ones do though. Art strength and strength and speed. They're not great now, are they? Alright. Bench near the entrance for Cat. But before I go, I guess I should probably also talk to Elliot. Originally, Belle was going to be our lead violinist. Now though, I'm on the hook for it. I was worried at first, since it was so out of the blue. But things seem to be shaping up nicely now. You know, I had my doubts at first, but now, I feel like I made the right decision in choosing this academy. And one way I'll know for sure is if I can help this performance go off without a hitch. That makes me glad to hear. I'll be cheering you on. Yeah. Yeah, you do your best. Yup. Margarita has gone back home for summer vacation. I never realized just how quiet this club is without her. It would be so nice to get some new members. I guess she is the only one ever cooking in that place. Alright, let us get to the front gate. And see if we can Still, have the summer food stall. Still have the summer food stalls on your mind. Summer festival food stalls. No, that's not it. I've been helping my dad at the Grand Market for years now. So food stalls are like one of the things I live for. So I'm just like, I want to set one up now. I completely forgot, but I actually love food stalls even more than I love working. First, multiple jobs, now a food stall. You never can tell what you'll do next, can you? Oh? Is she okay? Ow. On a bench near the entrance. Where the... Accidentally tapped out the game while moving. Oh, it's the academy field. My bad. Trying to find this cat. So here is the entrance. Do we have a bench outside, or is the bench on the field itself? And doesn't seem to be on the field. Where is this fucking meow? Grrr. Aha! There we go. I found the meow. Look at it. Look at this majestic meow. She seems so happy. Maybe I'll bring her some more another time. Fucking garbage cat noises. Vivi. Heimdallr really is gorgeous, isn't she? And the body of hers is like, wow. I just have to get my hands on it, otherwise what's the point of even being in this stupid club? Gardening, perhaps? The question is, how? I decided not to go home for summer vacation. I just couldn't bring myself to leave all of the flowers behind after all. These flowers are really coming into their own now, too. Yeah, would you look at that? Looks like my plants are growing up well now. I can do it. You can do it, flowers. Yeah. They can indeed. They can indeed. Let me see. I knew I should stop. In the student union building, the Lake Lord dude has a new rod for me that I can... That's the gymnasium. That I can pick up. Student union building is on the other side of the school. Here is the smut club. I mean the literature club. I heard that Crow got switched to class 7. It makes you wonder. Wait, don't tell me. He did it for love. Which of the boys could he be gunning for? So many possibilities. I don't even know where to begin with that. Hope must have changed classes to be closer to his beloved first years. My heart, I can't take it! God, she is crazy about the yaoi. Do I not have enough points? Alright, back to... can I go in front of the gymnasium? There, courtyard. Let's fish here. I guess I don't have enough points, so let's fish here and see if we can get a few more points. Fish! Wait, that's new. I don't wanna. 75, separate. It is entirely possible that I miss some fish in one of the regions and I'm not able to progress the fishing. I don't know exactly how you get points towards the fish rank. So all I can do is spam fish here and, well, hope that's it. Though my guess would be, it's probably catching different types of fish. Start the beginner road again. Maybe we get something new by changing the fishing rods. Though I'm gonna guess probably not. Nope. Nothing new. Other than the arowana. Oh well. Might as well still check what he has to sell and buy if I need something. Probably get one of these. Yeah, I'll get two of them. Some of the physical peoples might need the boost in accuracy. Anything else I'm interested in? No. Alright, story time. Time. Well, Toa said she wanted me to come to the student council room. Knock knock. Sorry if I disturbed you. Oh, Rin, not at all. Sorry for making you come all the way out here. Don't worry about it, it's class business anyway. It's quite the spread you got on your desk there. Is it just me, or does your workload only ever seem to increase? Well, I got a little extra going on right now that's keeping me a little busier than normal. Anyway, this is Milliam's notebook. Crow's already got one along with the added pages on the Arcas units you all have, so she's the last one who needs it. Alright, I'll be sure to pass this on to Milliam next time I see her. Actually, if you don't mind my asking, how much do you know about why she's here at the academy? All I know is that she came with a recommendation from the Army's Intelligence Division, really. You know, those combat shells you fought in your practical exams? They're being used with the Emperor's authorization. Apparently, it's something similar for Millium. They can't deny her admission if the Emperor is pushing it, though. This goes all the way up to His Majesty. Seems like it. The Chancellor was the one who set up both the Intelligence Division and the Railway Military Police. But neither of those organizations could have been established without without His Majesty's consent. That's what's unusual. Anyway, because of that, the Academy can't really turn down a Director Furrow with that kind of backing. So that's how it is. But even accounting for that, I never would have expected Crow to be transferred into our class too. Yeah, I was just as shocked as you when I found out. I knew he was a habitual class cutter, but I always figured he at least had enough credits to graduate. I feel like a failure as a student council president for not noticing. Maybe even a failure as a friend. Whoa there, I think you're being a little hard on yourself. What about Angelica? Does she have enough credits to graduate? Angie at least makes sure to attend classes she needs for graduation. Apparently Crow not only hadn't attended enough class units, he also didn't turn in some essential assignments. But as long as he's active and engaged with his Class 7 work over the next couple of months, he'll be able to graduate. Still, I get the distinct feeling this 1-2 punch of transfer students wasn't just a happy coincidence. Am I right? Well, yeah. The principal thought that placing Crow in Class 7 might be beneficial for the rest of you too. His grades might be a sorry sight, but he really knows how to get things done when he wants to. Did you know he was responsible for all the event planning at last year's Academy Festival? Crow did that, voluntarily. It might be kind of awkward having a second-year student in your class, but I hope you guys will all get along. That goes for Millium too, of course. She might have an unusual background, but at the end of the day, she's still a 13-year-old girl. Yeah, I get what you mean. She really is 13 then. Yeah, she scored really well on her entrance exam though, so I think she can handle the curriculum fine. She might be small, but she can roll up her sleeves with the best of them. And where have I heard of someone like that before? Oh, sorry, looks like I got a call coming in. Go ahead and answer, I don't mind. I wouldn't want you to miss anything important. Right, excuse me then. Hello, Reen Schwarzer speaking. Hello, Reen, it's your favorite instructor here. Are you still on the Academy grounds by any chance? As much as it pains me to say, I am. No need to sound so suspicious. It's just that after I gave Milliam all the things I had for her, she just took off somewhere. You know how she tends to be kind of a mischief maker, so could you find her and drag her back to the dorms for me? Alright. I can only imagine what would happen if she were to flash that silver thing in front of hers around the Academy grounds again. Or on the Academy grounds again. Yeah, I'd really rather avoid a repeat of yesterday. Anyway, I leave it in your capable hands, brave leader of Class 7. Mwah. Wait a sec. When did I become the... She really does trust you. Anyway, I'll let you go then. Are you still up for helping me with a few requests tomorrow? Of course, I'll be around. Still, I know you got a full slate and all, but try not to overwork yourself. And if there's anything else I can do to make life a little easier for you, don't hesitate to ask. Sure, and thanks. Alright, I guess I better start looking for Milliam. But where do I even start? She could be almost anywhere. I should probably ask a couple of the others for help. And it'll accomplish much, just checking places at random. Come to think of it, I haven't got a crow's number yet either. I think 2 other classmates will be enough for this. Though, I should remember to ask him when I get the chance. Well... good enough. Alright, I understand. It doesn't seem wise to leave her on her own. She probably saw so much here that's new to her that she took off exploring. Yeah, I think you're right. And now she's left the academy grounds yet, so we should be able to find her. I'll just have to think, if I were new here, what would seem most interesting? Then check all those places. I agree. Let's go find her. Okay. I want to make my way to the academy field. Whee! Babe. The storehouse is locked. I haven't done this in forever! Onward, mighty steed! Full speed ahead! Get down this instant! Her voice couldn't mean anything but trouble. Oh. Hey, everybody! What in the world are you up to? Hehe. It's been so long since we went horse riding in Nord, I thought I'd give it another shot. It's so fun! It's totally different than flying around on Lammy. Would someone please escort her far, far away from the stables? Why do you have to be so stubborn, Eustace? You must get that from your dad. I'm not even going to dignify that with a response. And how would you know what my father's personality is like to begin with? Liam even managed to throw Eustace for a loop there. What's with this girl? Who cares? I'm on the horse now! Time to ride! To the highway! Hey-yo, horsey! Away! Get your hands off the reins at what? Oh, it's gone. Ha! Let's go! Yep, she just stole Eustace and the horse. Bye. Have a great time. Milliam, wait! So began Milliam's horseback adventures. She took off without the slightest concern for the worried souls she left behind. After riding around with the increasingly irritated Eustace for what seemed like an eternity, she finally came to a stop. You little... That was the best! We should totally do it again sometime. Are you okay? I'm fine. The girl doesn't have a lick of sense. She's got energy to spare, doesn't she? Hopefully, she'll slow down by the time we catch up to her. Time to start looking again. That was pretty good, though. He just fucking kidnapped Eustace for a bit. On a horse. Second floor? Second floor. Wow, look at all that water! It's gotta be refreshing. I wanna take a dip. We finally found you. Oh, hey, Rin. Hey, do you know if I get to take swimming lessons while I'm here? I can't think of a reason why you wouldn't. Has Instructor Sarah given you your school swimsuit yet? Nah, all I got was my uniform. She told me I'd get it tomorrow. I can't wait though. I wish I could go swimming right now. Swim lessons aren't as fun as they sound. You guys think too much. Besides, all this pool talk really makes me want to go for a swim. Oh, I know. Milliam? Guess that's kind of swimsuity enough. Ta-da! I can wear this. It's totally waterproof and dries in no time. Now it's no problem if I get wet. Please think this over. On your mark, get set, go! Milliam, are you okay? That was way too fun! Hop on in! Weather's so nice and cool! She just doesn't care, does she? Heh. We should go get her. Huh? Where'd Milliam go? She timed her escape perfectly. She was headed towards the girls' locker room, so you probably just missed her. Must have run because she didn't want us to hold her back to the dorm. Well, we should look somewhere else. I see. Do you want to check something real quick? Yep. To the rooftop. I think. Not entirely sure. I was wrong. It's the engineering building first. Wow, so this is the orbital bike everyone was talking about. I want to try it. Ow. It'll need some more fine-tuning before you'll be able to do that. You do have the option of riding alongside me, however. I'm always willing to take cute little ladies like you for a ride. Really? I kind of want to have a race, though. Want to see if Lammy's faster than your bike? I don't know what this Lammy is, but it takes some guts to challenge me to a race. Now I'm really starting to take a liking to you. It didn't take long for those two to hit it off. Angelica and George are really good at taking care of others. Oh, hey there, what's up? Truth is... Boo, you guys are too persistent. I'm not gonna let you catch me, though. A race is gonna have to wait. Very well, I look forward to seeing you around again. For sure. Catch you later. Nyum. Off she goes. You could have at least pretended to try and catch her, Angelica. I mean, you too, Reen. Reen, sweetie, surely you've realized that I always side with my lovely ladies. I have to say, though, she's more peculiar than I'd heard. I'd really like to see this Lammy she keeps talking about, too. Tell her that she's always welcome here. Tell her that she's always welcome here for us, will you? Alright. Let's go search somewhere else. Let's say as I check the weapons, instead of actually searching. Okay, still previous chapter stuff. I should have guessed you'd be up here. Hiya, guys! Did you come looking for me again? Don't give me that hiya, guys. Marine's right, you know. We walked the length and breadth of the grounds looking for you. Let's go back to the dorm. Sure thing! So the chase you led us on, you're just giving up that easily. Well, I've seen enough for one day. Tomorrow's a free day, so that's when I can really start exploring. At least she's the type to plan ahead. She's sure a lively girl. Yeah, let's put it like that. Alright. Let's get back to the dorm before she changes her mind. Sounds good. Wowzers, that was so much fun! This town's got a nice feel to it too. I think I'm gonna like it here. Oh, I wonder where I should go tomorrow! Well, I'm glad someone's having fun. But maybe you could spare a thought for the people who've been running all over the school grounds looking for you? Yeah. Oh yeah, we should exchange Arcus numbers, Milliam. We need to be able to reach you quickly if there's ever an emergency. Sure thing. My number is, exchange numbers with Milliam. Tell everyone else when you get back to the dorms, okay? Of course. Yay! Oh yeah, I should try calling Lecter and Claire later. I'll bet they'll be surprised. She really does seem like a typical 13-year-old girl, for the most part. Makes for a perfect disguise, though. Come to think of it, what happened to the big doll of yours? You mean Lammy? He's right here. What? Come on out! Milliam, don't call him out here or you'll... Wow, what's that? It's like a huge silver doll! That is so cool! Is it yours? Awesome! He sure is, isn't he? Milliam, looks like we got to work. It looks like we got our work cut out for us, taking care of Milliam. If she's going to be living at the academy, I need to find some way to drill some common sense into her. Eventually, we were able to pull the kids away and convince them to go back to their homes. After forcing Milliam to hide Ergetlum again, he made the trek back to the dormitory, sighing all the way.
Yo, お疲れ。
お帰りなさいませ、皆様。
お先にくつろがせてもらってるぜ。
Crow? What brings you to our dormitory? Well, I am a member of Class 7 now, so I've been given the go-ahead to move into the storm now. What? Seems awfully sudden. Oh man, Sharon sure makes some amazing coffee. If I'd had a cup of that, I would have been banging down the door to join Class 7 months ago. You flatter me, Master Crow. Would you like me to bring some of the cakes I baked earlier as well? Do you even need to ask? Anyway, sorry it kinda came out of nowhere, but it's good to be here. Looks like he's already made himself at home. So you're gonna be living here too, huh? Yep, as newcomers have to stick together, right? I just finished hauling all my stuff over from my old dorm. Looks like I ended up in the room right across from yours, Rain. I see. The only open room, of course. There were only 2 rooms open, and now they're, well, not. I can already see things getting a lot more lively around there. And moving all those things really tired me out. I was hoping I could just store my junk in my old room. But Towa wouldn't let me. I doubt that comes as any real surprise. You must be pretty exhausted. Well, I suppose now is as good a time as any to officially welcome you to the Class 7 dormitory. The pleasure's mine. And seriously, you don't have to make a big deal out of it. Come on, loosen up a little. We're classmates now. Just treat me like one of the gang, and we're golden. You sure about that? Alright, one of the gang it is. Feels weird to think of you that way after all this time, though. Well, if you say so. I don't think I got anything to worry about with you. Oh, and if you guys don't mind, I want to get in on the action when you explore the old schoolhouse tomorrow. Gotta get back in the groove with my Arcus again, after all. Huh? A schoolhouse? Who want to go to school on their day off? Well, we got this, special schoolhouse there. They didn't explain the labyrinth beneath the old schoolhouse to Milliam. Whoa, really? That sounds kinda cool! I wanna come too! How'd I know you were gonna say that? Didn't I just get done telling you how dangerous it is? You don't have to worry about me. As long as I got Lammy, it'll be easy peasy. And if you didn't take me with you, I'd just break down the door and come after you. I wouldn't be surprised if she really did it. Alright, have it your way. I'll be sure to let you and Crow know when I'm planning on heading into the old schoolhouse tomorrow. But don't just go wandering in there on your own without us, alright? Yes, sir! Ooh, I can't wait to see what it's like down there. So exciting! I might not even be able to sleep tonight. It's a labyrinth full of monsters here, not a theme park. Looks like I'd better give my pistols a little TLC tonight. Probably a good idea. And that concludes my overview of the next field study schedule. How are things coming along on your end, Instructor Valstein? Well, I've contacted all of the relevant authorities, and I've also considered the group placement for the 2 transfer students. Excellent. Then, let me ask you once more. Are you both certain that you are in favor of going forward with this? I do feel like it may be a bit early for them, but I see no reason not to. As students here, they're going to have to face it sooner or later. I'm in full support. Furthermore, I've already secured the Lieutenant General's permission to proceed. Very well then. We will continue as planned. This may be a difficult reality for the students of Class 7 to face, but I can only hope that grappling with it now will help guide them down the right path. Chapter 5: Signs and Omens. But that is where I'm stopping for today. Because I don't really want to go into any more combat. I wasn't going to stream too long anyway, so if I continue, I'll probably get into the fucking quests for the free day. So yeah. Thank you for the food break, Foxy. I'll go have some food in a bit. I'm gonna go look for someone to raid. So, thank you all very much for being here and for watching and for being cool. Lurkers, you're also very much appreciated. And I shall be seeing you all again tomorrow with only Uma. So, only for like maybe an hour and a half at most. Just so you know. So yeah. Bye!